Crazy that it's 3:17 in the evening. I'm on lunch right now. People are already lining up and tailgating for a high school football game that starts at 7:30. Why is this game important? Let me explain it to you. So the Graham Beaver game initially started in 1911. That was the first time that Graham ever played Bluefield in a game of football. It wasn't again until 1928 when they played each other again, and then every year since 1928, we have played each other. It's become a huge rivalry, and I'm not 100% sure why, outside of the fact that it's just a town that's split by a state line. There's a Bluefield, Virginia, and there's a Bluefield, West Virginia. See, Graham High School and Bluefield High School are separated by 3.3 miles of road and one state line. That's it. It's kind of like bragging rights. Which Bluefield is better? Is it the Virginia one or is it the West Virginia one? History tells us it's the West Virginia one because Bluefield has won 66 times, I think, and Graham has won sometime in the somewhere in the 30s. So Bluefield generally dominates the series. I'm a member of Graham High School. That's where I went to school at, so that's where my alliance is in this. I'm thinking that maybe it was stemmed from, see, Bluefield, Virginia used to actually be called, well, several different things, but before it was Bluefield, it was actually called Graham, hence Graham High School. However, I don't remember exactly when it was, probably because I wasn't alive and I don't remember the history, but Graham changed their name to Bluefield to capitalize off of the money that Bluefield, West Virginia was making. You see, even though there's only a couple of thousand people here now, in the 40s and 50s, Bluefield, West Virginia actually had 40 or 50,000 people living here. It was a huge area because of coal and stuff like that. You care if I sit there? I gotta finish telling a story real quick. Also, both schools have seen their fair share of successful people, not particularly sports sometimes. I'm not I don't know a whole lot about Bluefield and their people, but I do know that John Nash is from there, who, if you've ever seen the movie A Beautiful Mind, he was portrayed by Russell Crowe. He graduated from Bluefield High School, and then Graham High School has had two NFL players, Bill Dudley, who was drafted, like in the 40s by Pittsburgh, and most recently Ahmad Bradshaw, who was drafted in 2007, I believe, by the New York Giants, two-time Super Bowl champion. So both schools have a storied history. But as far as the rivalry goes, I don't know. It's just a big thing. It's been so big, it's been broadcast over ESPN before. It's been a long-standing rivalry. It's always listed in the top 100 high school rivalries in the country. But even I don't know about recently, but like when I was in high school, I vividly remember it was usually ranked in the top 10. It was always considered like the 7th or 8th biggest and most heated rivalry in high school football. Now, there's not any kind of animosity outside of this game. Generally, people from Bluefield hang out with people from Graham and vice versa. A lot of people marry people from the other school. It's just during game time when it gets heated. A lot of times they'll pull pranks. People will spray paint stuff, and I mean, it gets kind of crazy. Also, even though Bluefield is insanely small, as I mentioned, only a couple of thousand people, Mitchell Stadium, which is the stadium it's played at, holds 10,000 people. The stadium is always packed and people are standing around the track. Usually there's between 12 and 15,000 people watching a high school football game. Think about how big that is. Also, my buddy, that light's out. My buddy Justin, his dad will sometimes bring people in from his work to watch the Graham Beaver game, and they think it's a college game, like maybe a Division III or Division II college, because of how many people are there. Also, the name of the game completely changes based on who you're talking to. A lot of people from Graham call it the Graham Beaver game, and a lot of people from Bluefield call it the Beaver Graham game. There's no correct way. I've always called it Graham Beaver because I went to Graham. So that about sums it up. I hope I did a good job explaining to you why this rivalry is so big and just the kind of crosstown rivalry that it is. All I know is that August 26, 2016, the Graham Beaver game is happening. I hope Graham doesn't lose again because they do that a whole lot. And most importantly, it is the official mark of football returning. I recorded a ridiculous amount of stuff for that. I don't know how long that's going to be. I'm still going to film the rest of the day, but I hope that I get that short and concise. But I'm sure, knowing me and how much I like to talk, it's probably going to be very, very long and hopefully not very boring for you guys, because I could see it being, especially since you're not from the area. With that being said, it is football time, which means I'm going to celebrate by playing some Madden. They're actually streaming the football game on tonight. It starts at like 7. My buddy Justin's on the way. I'm going to run and grab something to eat. to eat while watching this game. I'll let you guys know the score. I'm sure you don't care, but, you know, it's still going to be cool. And then at 10, college football kicks off with the University of California versus Hawaii in Australia for some reason. So today is an awesome day. Graham's up 21-7 at the start of the second quarter. It still says first down there, but it's second. That never happens. We never win, but we never win big. All right, I fell asleep actually watching that California versus Hawaii game. It's like the fourth quarter there now. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm super tired. So Graham won that game. You got to understand, like, being from Bluefield, Virginia, and having Graham win a game. But not only that, but to score 59 points in that game is absolutely crazy. It's unbelievable. Graham never plays that well. I don't know what the deal is, but I like it. I'm guessing new coaching staff and stuff has got the guys playing pretty well. So, I know today was about football. You guys may not have enjoyed that, but today, like I said, in the Bluefields, Bluefield, Virginia, and Bluefield, West Virginia, today is a huge day. The Graham Beaver game is really, really huge, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit to share that with you guys. So, who knows? I mean, next year, maybe I'll go next year and shoot some video, but that's 365 days away, and we're going to get on board with doing some awesome vlog stuff tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know it was a little bit different. Of course, a lot of episodes that I do are different, so maybe it's come to be expected. I don't know. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.